how do you grow your ecom brand to 1K a day?
Yeah, this is taking me like way too long to figure out. It's a bit embarrassing, but this is like the steps that I'm now like sharing with our business builders clients, inside of the course and all that kind of stuff. So first thing is the product, right? So you have to find a product that people want. What I've been doing lately, and it's been working really well, is going on to Koala Data. Koala Data basically gives you a list of all these products that recently popped off. What you can do is you can find, a list of like 30 or so, and then I would then run and check the profitability of each product. So I would get an approximate sale price from Koala Data, because Koala Data basically shows all the competitors that are making money in the last 30 days and stuff like that. So once I've done that, I would then find the sale prices. I'd figure out approximate shipping price from China direct. I'd figure out cost of acquiring customer. I normally average around $20 when I'm doing this approximate. Then I would calculate our cost of goods. I get that from Alibaba. And then now I've like looked at like, all right, this is how much it's roughly gonna cost me to get a customer, okay? So once I've done that, I'll then build out a store. So I'll build out a store to put all those products in. I'll upload all those products in. And then after that, from there, I will then go through and start drop shipping all those products. So I'm not gonna source anything or anything like that. I'm gonna go to Zendrop, which is a drop shipping service. I'm gonna basically get them into my store. And then after that, I'm gonna start launching ads. So meta ads is my main thing, $50 a day, CBO, automatic campaign. You can do interest targeting as well if you've got experience in that, but just the automatic campaign is gonna do just fine. After that, I'm gonna be testing around 30 products. I found, me personally, 1 in every 6 products is gonna be a winner. So if that's the case, then I'm going to be looking for around 2 to 3 winners. 4 or 5 is better, right? After I've got all those winners in the bag, I'm then gonna start running those ads. If I know that I can get customers, we're gonna be testing all those products. I've got my 3-4 products. I'm then gonna go out to Alibaba and source them. Because now I want to improve my profit margins. If I'm drop shipping, the cost of goods is gonna be $30, but really it should only be 10, okay? So that's not gonna be good for me. From there, I'm gonna find my winners, I'm gonna launch them out, and then I'm gonna source them, I'm gonna get them from Alibaba. I've got my products into a warehouse. If they're light and I wanna ship worldwide, I'm gonna source through China, so shipping directly from China. If it's a heavier product, I'm gonna have to send it directly to 1 3PL. So it might have to be in the US, might have to be in Australia, might have to be in Canada, wherever we're getting customers from. With the testing, I forgot to mention too, it's gonna be Australia, Canada, UK, and US. Big 4, they call it, right? Yeah. After that, I'm gonna source it and I'm gonna scale that brand. Now, generally, I don't keep brands for very long, so I'm gonna scale that to like $1,000 a day, 9 grand profit a month. So $1,000 a day is around a $300 profit. So that's a 9K profit a month. I'm gonna then sell that business. I'm keeping that business. So I'm gonna sell that business, I'm gonna cash in and repeat. So I'm gonna keep repeating. So that's how I would go from 0 to 1K a day with paid ads only. Organic and all that kind of stuff gets a little bit more complicated, but I would just keep it nice and simple. Now, if you're completely new to this channel and you want a winning product in the next week, then I will help you do that. In the link below, we've actually created a full course on how you can start, grow, and even sell your ecom brand for 300 grand. And so we've created a free video that shows you exactly how we do it for 60 brands every year. So if that's interesting to you, click the link below and I'll see you over there.
What would be a step-by-step on if someone was to approach you to sell a business? Like, what would be your game plan? Like, what would be the next step if I was to sell my business with you?
Yeah, so we don't sell businesses for people, we build business for people.
Gotcha,
yeah,
okay.
And then they buy the finished product. So if someone comes to us and wants to start a business, they will say like, I've got no idea, I don't know what I'm doing, and then from there, I would then jump in and be like, all right, we'll find you the product, we'll get it from Koala Data. Then we're gonna build you a store, we're gonna design it with our in-house designer. Then we're gonna drop ship it, make sure we can get customers. We might test like 30 products for a customer. Then from there, we'll find that winner and then say, all right, now we're gonna transition to sourcing that product. We source it for you, we get the sourcing, and then we get your brand all the way up to $1,000 a day, and then we hand it back to you. So that's kind of like the entire process of like, it never works like that. It's never perfect. So, speaking to suppliers, always back and forth, too much time, they waste a lot of time, all that kind of stuff. So it does take a lot of time to like just get straight to it, but that's the reality. Like, the businesses is freaking hard. Everything never works right. Even speaking about 3PL, we have to wait 2 days for every response to every question. So like, you gotta you put your list of questions in. You don't ask one question, finishing answer at 5, you know, it's like very frustrating, you know, even with the drop shipping, products take too long, people get unhappy, but we're only just testing. Scaling, you know, your ads don't perform as well as you wanted it to, so then you're like, you know, problems and weeds, you know, like weeds, you know, that's what I call it in business. There's a lot of weeds you have to clean out, you know, but I think like, and maybe, you know, maybe I chose the wrong business model, but I think the hardest thing is starting a business. That's the hardest thing. It has the highest failure rate, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's so hard. So you gotta make sure that you're just like really proficient and you just keep pushing. You know, I don't think there's ever gonna be a period where things get easier or lighter or etc. So yeah, for me, I'm like, maybe I'm too stubborn, but I'm like, we're not gonna fail. You just gotta keep pushing, like keep, you know, get a chainsaw, make it easier, whatever you need to do, just keep pushing.
Did you want to go on like, you know, when you are in that like, that deep, I guess that deep hole of like, did I make the wrong choice? Did I regret my decision of starting my business? What do I do? Or something along the lines, do you want to kind of go on that? Or?
Yeah, I think like when it comes to like doubt, you've got to like push, you just got to push. Like I think the reality is that like some days I wake up, I don't feel like going to work, right? Or some days you wake up, you feel like super motivated. Some days you feel super encouraged. Some days the weather's bad, sometimes the weather's good. I feel like, and maybe I'm more of an emotional person, but I find like my emotion goes up and down. But for me, I'm like, customers are depending on me, you know, my family's depending on me, my kids are depending on me. I'm like, I don't have time to sit there and only work when I feel good or feel confident or feel lack of confidence, you know. For me, I just keep working. I feel like you got to outwork your doubt. That's like a word, like, I think Alex Hormozi said that. I think it was him that mentioned to it, but I like that. You got to outwork your doubt. When you keep, you keep working, right? You're at $500 a day or like $500 profit a month, right? Whatever. You keep working through that doubt. Eventually you're at $1,000 a day, you know, and then you've got these new doubts. I just don't think the doubt ever ends. You know, it's always a doubt period. Like every phase I just mentioned to you, there's going to be doubt. Like, can I design a website? Can I create ads? Can I dropship? Can I connect all of this? I'm not a website. There's so much doubt, you know? I think you just got to push past it. You just got to keep working. If not for you, for your family, like you got to identify your why. You know, if it's to spend more time with my family or be more present as a father or spend more time with my kids or homeschool my kids, whatever that will be, you gotta identify your dream, you know, end goal, end result, and just fight for that. Or else you give up, 2 years pass, that time would have already passed anyway. You may as well just keep working through it, you know? Maybe having lower expectations on what you're gonna achieve in such a short period of time. I remember I was trying to become like a multi-billionaire in like 3 years. My grand plan didn't work. You know, it takes time. If you are looking to start your own e-com brand, I've got a free gift for you. We've created a video that shows you how we find over 300 winning products every single year here at thebusinessbuilders.com. So I'd encourage you to click the link below and I'll send you that free video. It's inside of our community. You get access straight away. We've got free bonuses. I even show you how we found a winning product and exactly what it was.